Hey, hey, hey. Hey, everybody. Let me give you a moment to hop on here. Hi, Sharnice. Hey, hey, hey. Let me see. Let's share this out. Happy Thursday, everyone. Awesome. All right. Give you guys just a moment to get on in here. I am super duper duper excited. I think I say that. Don't I say that like every broadcast? Oh my goodness. To all of you watching via replay and all of you watching live, say hey. Let me know you are here. Let me know who is tuning in. Great. All right, boom. All right. Thank you. I think I need to make some minor tweaks to it, but playing around with it. So thank you, Sharnice. Yes, yes, yes. I am determined to start bringing you guys more valuable video content. So I am excited. Yes, yes, yes. You know what, guys? It's getting a little bit warmer here in the DMV today. Thank goodness, because it was really feeling like January the 100th. And I was just like, not here for it. My birthday is in 8 days. I need some sunshine and some warm weather. I like to have at least my arms out on the 20th, if I may. My goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. But I'm just really filled today, and I hope that what I share with you encourages someone. That is my motivation. That is my purpose today, is really to encourage somebody. Woo-wee! This is not going to be long because I have a 1 o'clock, so I'm watching my time, being disciplined here. But so let me hop into it. I don't want to assume that all of you know who I am, because I do get people who share the broadcast, which if you have not already done so, you are more than invited to do so. But my name is Tiffany Bethia. I am an author, speaker, mompreneur, and the founder of Kingdom Boss, which is the place where faith and business collide. And I'm really here to talk about two things: living a God-surrendered life and running a God-surrendered brand. So, wow. Today, guys, I'm actually just getting settled from an incredible meeting. One of the biggest partnership for me thank you, Brandon. Nice to meet you as well. It's one of the biggest partnership that I am forming in my career, and I am just incredibly excited about it. I can't wait to come back and make the formal announcement. Still some things in the works there. But so this is where this conversation came from. So Brandon, I am in Baltimore, but I will be in Charlotte on June the 23rd. Kingdom Boss is coming there for a mastery meetup. Are you in Charlotte? Because if so, I hope that you are able to join us on that day. But guys, so the heart of this conversation is really coming from, this meeting and just what God is doing in my life in this season. And I know that what he's doing for me, he can do for others. But I'm realizing all of the layers and the pieces that are involved. And so good, Brandon. Well, stay connected, because I'm excited. And hopefully when I come to Charlotte in June 23rd, you can be there. So the word tells us in Proverbs 18 that your gifts will make room for you and bring you before great men. And I think today I realized that there's a catch to that, or there's a piece to that that's really, really, really important. Y'all want to know what that is? Y'all want to know what that is? Like, yeah, we're here, we're watching. Of course we want to know. So, hey, Brandon Queen. So listen, here's what I realized the catch is, or the extra piece to that is, you know, your gifts will will make room for you and bring you before great men, but you have to actually know what those gifts are, and you have to really fully understand the value of them, or you won't be prepared. You won't be in proper position when you get to the table. So let me tell you guys, first of all, this partnership that I'm forming, this amazing thing that I'll be announcing to you guys pretty soon, I got the phone call. I got invited to the table, and I just can't wait to, you know, really talk about all the steps along the way and how obedience and really allowing God to order your footsteps is so important. But guys, I got the phone call. They invited me to the table. Hey, we see some business synergy. Let's talk about it. And oh, cool. That's awesome, Brandon. We got 2 Brandons on here. Haha, that's incredible. So I got the phone call to come to the table. And right away, I was a little nervous. I said, I don't know in my spirit, but I said, sure, I'll come. Sounds great. Boom. And I literally prayed after that first meeting. I said, all right, Father, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm a little unsure just because of some of the information they sent me initially. I said, I don't know. I don't really think I have everything I need to really come sit at this table, but okay, I'm going to show up. And so see right there, you know, is a way that sometimes we miss opportunities because we undervalue, or we don't see ourselves the way that God sees us. We don't really even aside from the spiritual, just on a practical, we don't even understand the worth of our skill set and all that we can do and how much that really will mean to someone else. And so I was like, I don't know. Okay, we'll see. But I prayed. I said, all right, God, I'm going to go into this meeting and I'm just going to see. I'm open. Have your way. You're ordering my footsteps. I'm going to show up. And when I tell you guys, the first meeting, which was about a week ago, was incredible. And while they really called me for one thing, it took a complete turn and became a much deeper and much broader conversation. And that's when I really started to see, oh, okay, God, you're doing something different here. You're doing something completely different. And so in that moment, I started to really kind of see like what the synergy was and what was happening. And so, but there was still some reservations that I had. There were still some concerns, some things I'm like, I don't know, because what about this and what about that? And but they asked me to come back again this week, same day. Let's meet again next Thursday. Let's talk about it. Let's take the conversation deeper. Have you meet some other people, blah, blah, blah. Yep, that sounds good. And so today, this morning, I go there. And again, I'm still a little like, okay, God, I see the synergy now. I see what you're trying to do. I think this could be a great partnership. This is going to be a great use of my skills, what I've been doing, what they're trying to do. But I'm a little concerned about this and then about that. And I don't know about that. But I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. And see, even in there, that's a second opportunity where the first meeting I didn't have to go to. I could have said, oh, no, I don't think that's going to work. That's okay. I'm not going to come. But I went nervous, unsure. And then even today with the follow-up, I was like, nah. But I said, no, I felt so strongly in my spirit, go, right? And so that's for somebody who God is trying to open some doors for. And you're looking at the door and you're like, I don't know about that door. It kind of looks like it's for me, but it got this and this and this that that's not exactly what I asked for. Go and see what God is doing. And so I get in the meeting, and this is where I'm really going with the whole your gifts will make room for you, but here's the catch. So I get in the meeting today with the person I've been talking to and with the decision makers. Somebody said, tap your neighbor, say decision makers, okay? The boss. I talked to, the man who's got some juice, and we're sitting at the table, and he's like, let's talk straight. This is what we're trying to do as a company. We're trying to do this as a brand, and he's aware of my skills. He knows what I bring to the table, but the difference is I know what I bring to the table. Because can I be honest with you guys? I couldn't have had this meeting with them 6 months ago. I wouldn't have been ready. I wouldn't have been ready because in the season I'm in, God even has me in a space of just really elevating how I see myself. It's amazing how you can work on one thing and come back to it in another season. You know, by no means do I have low self-esteem or any of that, but sometimes we still just are in a place where we don't fully see ourselves the way that God sees us. And that's something I've really been like, you know what, God, I know I've already done some incredible things, but you're calling me higher. And perhaps I don't see exactly what you see, because I'm saying, isn't this high enough? And so I really have just been working on that. There's a song by Bishop Paul Morton. It's called I Am What You See. And if you're one of those people like me who are still fighting to just see yourself exactly how God sees you, that song I would really encourage you to take a listen to. It's called I Am What You See. It's by Bishop Paul Morton, and it really just talks about, see, the way the enemy sometimes can work and can move in through us is because we see the areas of defeat. We see our weaknesses. We see what we don't have. And we're wired as people to see and to focus on those things instead of our incredible strengths and all that we truly possess. You know, like I wonder, like, do you really know how powerful you really are? I said this in a call I did the other day. A lot of times as believers, we're aware of how incredible God is, but we don't translate that same value down to ourselves. We're like, oh, God is amazing. He's powerful. He's awesome. But then really secretly inside, we feel like, oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm cool. But that's not scriptural. You were made in his image, which means that you're powerful. You're amazing. You have the same ability to create. Are you utilizing that? You know, but this is what I've learned. If you don't know what your gifts are, what do you do that nobody else does like you? You know, what are you uniquely gifted at? What are you skilled in that will allow those doors to open? And what's the value of that? You know what this man said to me during the meeting? Pretty early on in the meeting, we're talking. So I had one meeting, and then we went around the corner and added some more parties into this. So this is really like almost like the third meeting, if you will. Keep up with me, okay? When I give part two, when I give the announcement, it'll make sense. So just rock with me. But so we get to the real meeting, and the man says to me, well, you know, the truth of the matter is you're rare. And you know what? And do you know what I said? I joked. I said, yeah, you're right. And I wasn't saying that in an arrogant manner. What was I acknowledging? I acknowledged that for what you're trying to do, the people you're trying to reach, what your company is trying to do, and what I know now that I bring to the table. Yeah, you're right. I am. You're not going to find me very easily. And he actually said that. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for reminding me of that. He said, you know, we're not going to really find a lot of you that easily. Like it's really hard to find you. And I was like, yeah, I agree. So what am I saying? You know, that door that just opened for me, it opened for me once, and only once I was in a position to sit at that table and know my worth and know my value and really understand that, oh yeah, you're getting something out of the deal. Like, yeah, you're a mega brand. You are a household name, but you know what? I know what I'm bringing to you. I know the value that I know why I'm sitting at this table. And so I'm saying that for you because I believe that there are some doors that God wants to open, but he's got to make sure that when you sit there or stand there, when you get in front of those people, whoever those people are from you, the opportunities that you're like, God, I want this opportunity. You've got to walk in that door confident, knowing this is who I am. This is the power I stand in. This is who I am and whose I am. And this is why you need me, baby, because I'm bringing this to the table. And I'm telling you guys, like, in the beginning of this year, I really just got to a space where I said, I am ready to manifest on a level I've never manifested. It is time to just, like, I've been in business, I've been successful, I'm self-employed, all this stuff, like, yay, it's cute. I was like, I am ready to manifest on a level I've never, like, stuff that I would be too afraid to pray for, but I'm thinking it in my mind. So it is in there, and he's waiting for me to just say, you know what, God, I want this. I desire this because I'm praying it according to, I believe it's in your will for me this year. And so part of that meant getting bolder in my asks. What do I mean by that? I said that this year I was going to become bolder in what I'm asking for. I realized, like, you know what, God, guys, we serve the God who created the sun. Do you realize you serve the God who put the stars up in place? And I feel like sometimes the things that we ask for are so beneath, are so below his power. We're still just praying for bills to be met or small stuff. And he's like, I can do so much more than that. I can do so much more than that. And so this year I said, you know what? I want to up-level my prayer requests to really match the power and the majesty of the God I serve. I'm not sending up no more $1, $5 prayers and my God owns everything. No, I want to send up a prayer that's in alignment, that says, watch this, that I know only you can do this. Because if it's these little $1 prayers, like, you know what? He's like, I gave you the power to do that. You can do that. I said, no, I want to send up a prayer that says, God, I know that only you can do this. And that I'm going to have to surrender myself fully to you in order for this thing to really, truly manifest. And again, we're still talking about your gifts making room. But part of the gifts making room and opening those doors and getting you in front of the great people that God is ordaining you to be in front of means you got to fully discern. You got to discern who you are and whose you are. And you got to discern the season and really know, I do deserve to be here. Or I belong here, right? That, you know what, I really might not deserve the blessing. This is a blessing of enormous magnitude. But I do belong at this table. That's the whole thing right there. Deserving versus belonging. You know what, God? Nothing I can do can ever earn the favor and grace that you've given me. But I do know that I belong at this table that you have invited me to. That the place where God will ordain your footsteps, you belong there. You do. You fit in there. Your gifts, your abilities, your skills, you belong there. And it's something about us knowing that we belong there. Something about us identifying with, you know what? This is what God has placed in me. This is who he says I am. And this is why he's opening that door. See, there comes a level where you have to understand, even just in the natural and the practical, that this is what God is doing. This is what he's being strategic about. He's going to put me in front of these men because they need this part of my gift. And when I align my gift with this that they're doing, hey, Alicia, when I align this with that, it's going to cause that. You got to know that. You know why? Because you'll show up at the table in confidence and in the power of the God who assigned you to be there. Let me tell you something. Hey, Katrina, let me tell you something. When I sat there and automatically the ideas were popping. Thank you, Mathana. You are awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, listen, if you know somebody in your network who needs to hear this, please, please, please share this out. I'm telling you, somebody needs to hear this. But I'm telling you guys, when I was sitting at that table, the ideas that were coming in my mind, and I just knew, I was like, not what they were about to do for me. I was like, I'm about to rock their world. I was like, they don't even know. They don't even know right now. Like, I think they do though. I think they do. I can't wait to tell you guys a story of all, like the real story. Cause I was like, I think they do. I was like, I'm about to rock their world. I am about to rock their world. But I wasn't coming in there like this, like, oh my God, just little me, thank you for this little opportunity. I was coming in there like, oh no, y'all don't even know what's about to happen. I'm about to turn y'all around upside down. Like, I'm about to rock your world because I allow God to really show me who I am, what those gifts are, and why they're needed. And so that's my wrap up. I told y'all I had a 1 o'clock, but I just want to encourage somebody, because I believe that there are doors that he wants to open for you. There are places that God wants to take you, but he wants to make sure that when you show up, you know you belong there. You know who you are. And you're not coming in there like, oh my God, I can't even. That you're coming in there in the power and the confidence saying, oh yes, honey, you need me. Let me tell you why. Not in arrogance, right? This is one thing that I have found in working with people in coaching. Sometimes we're afraid to be confident because we don't want to puff up ourselves. But there's a scripture that says that we make our boast in the Lord. Her soul shall make her boast in the Lord. So for me, when I'm coming in confidence saying, oh, I'm about to rock y'all world, and I like legit mean that, it's because I'm boasting in what he's done. I know it's not me. It's the gifts, it's the abilities, it's the talents that he put in me. That's a whole nother live. I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about that, okay? Because that's part of my Kingdom Boss philosophy, is that the gifts and what you're building comes from something that God breathed into you at birth. So just put a pin in that, because we're going to talk about that another day. But so it's not me boasting. It's not me thinking Tiffany is all that. I mean, Tiffany's great because God made her great. But the truth behind the treasure is that I'm relying on his power. And that never runs dry. So I don't have to fear that I'm going to, do great for a little while and it's going to run out. Nope. There's a never ending source of this greatness, honey. And I'm just so excited. I just know that, this is just another step in the journey. And I'm grateful that I allowed him to make room. But I'm more grateful that he showed me who I was before he took me in there, so that I showed up in the right energy. I showed up in the confidence that said, which is really, I think, why they are really coming at me the way that they are, because they're feeding off of my energy. They're like, man, she really got something. I'm like, yup, she really do. I walked in there like, listen, baby. Let's do this, because I'm about to bless y'all lives and bank account, okay? And so they were feeding off of that energy, So I'm telling you, it's something so powerful about spending time in the presence of God. I've been talking to my sister Tama. Hey Tama, if you see this, and she has this hashtag about, heal everything. And if you've been following my posts, or those of you who see my personal page, I've been talking so much about just healing, being better, being a better version of me. And I'm telling you, that is the piece that's really doing it. At this stage of the game, what they're bringing me in to do, I've been doing for 12 years. Look, boom. I know, digital marketing, all this good stuff. Boom. Look, that's nothing. What's newer is this place that I've gotten to where I'm like, listen, baby, I know my power. So if you see it, let's work. And that energy that I showed up in, I don't believe that the meeting would have gone the way it would have gone if I hadn't shown up that way in the first meeting, right? And today, into the 2 meetings. But I also don't even truly believe that door would have opened. I just believe that God would have been like, nope, not yet, not yet. Not yet. And right when I got into that space where I got those things in alignment and said, oh, okay, yeah, I see what's up, then the door opened. So I am believing for you today that you will truly, I'm speaking and declaring that you will truly see yourself the way God sees you. This is for that person that, this doesn't mean that you don't see yourself in some capacity, but I really am believing that for each and every one of you watching this, that God is going to elevate the way you see yourself, for you to understand the power and the abilities that you've been given, so that when he opens those doors, you really walk through them in the glory and the power and the strength you need to really make some incredible things happen. So your gifts will make room for you, but will you know that you belong there when you get there? All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Let me go ahead and hop on this good old 1 o'clock. But I'm praying for you. Again, if you've enjoyed this, please share this out. Yes. And I will see you guys on here again very soon, I promise. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget, as I always say, success is not just in doing, but it's in being.